Hello and welcome to another scorchsoft.com web development website overview. Today we're going to be showing you how to use the Finance and Management Business School control panel in order to make changes to the Finance Management Business School website. So to start with, I'm going to get up the website. Here's what it looks like. Now it's quite a flexible site, it's quite dynamic, and there are areas of this that can be edited or changed. Now the first thing to note is there are templates. So you see what a template is a look and feel of a particular page. So this follows a template. If we went to our courses, you'd see this is a particular template as text and stuff is laid out in a different areas on the page. And the contact us page is also a template. And there are a few different ones across the site, but the main thing is that you can create pages that follow a certain template. The next thing is that there are regions of this that are editable. So through the back end we can change this information, we can change the structure of these pages, we can add new news items which come up in latest news, and they also come up on the actual home page. We can edit all sorts of things, so that's what we're going to do today. So firstly you're going to want to log in. You can either do this by typing in the website /manager, that'll take you there, or at the bottom there's admin CP. This is probably the easiest way as you don't need to remember much. So I'm going to click on admin CP. Now once I'm in, what you'll see is a login window like this. So you enter in your username and password, and you can set it to remember me if you don't want to enter this again, and if you've forgotten your password you can go to forgot your login and reset it via email. So I'm going to log in at the moment. So once you're in the system you'll notice it's quite friendly to navigate in terms of the way that this structure here is a hierarchy of the pages as they appear on the website. Ignore for the moment elements and files. These are areas that I've chosen not to lock down, so you've got full admin privileges at the moment, and just don't edit these for the time being. Now what you'll notice is this structure here mimics exactly the structure on the website. So we've got homepage, about us, our courses, and if we scroll up, homepage, about us, our courses, and likewise these pages match what's in here. So it's easy for us to drag and drop if we wanted to change this structure. So we've moved AAC out of our courses. So if we refresh this page, you'll notice that ACCA is now outside. So changing the navigation structure is as simple as dragging and dropping pages. So I want to move that back in there. The next thing I want to show you is how you actually edit a page. So we're going to go into, let's go into MBA, because this is probably one of the pages that is visited least on the site out of everything. So firstly you see a lot of areas where there's text. And if we go to our courses and MBA, you'll see something like this. Now content is the main body content, and this is what appears here. This information up here is almost like meta hidden data. So we've got the title of the page, which appears here. We've got the long title, which appears up the top here, and this is something that Google sees and is important to the ranking. You've got your description, which again is something that's shown to Google and is a Google description of the page. So here you want to describe the page using keywords that people are searching for, and you've got the summary. Now if we went to our course listing page, you'll see every page has a summary here. Now that is picked up from this summary field. Now what you will notice as well is that there isn't currently any area on this particular page as it stands for editing the did you know or editing the want more information. If you want to edit these, there are some additional page fields, as you were, in template variables. So template variables is an important area to remember because every page has them and every page has additional information. So you can see here, get in touch. If you edited this, it would edit this text here, get in touch here, and likewise this footer call to action text is what's edited here. Now something else you'll notice, and we'll come to how to add images to this later, is there's an image here. and this controls the image that's displayed at the top of the page. If we want to edit this, we just choose an image, we select a gallery, which I'll explain later, so we want to select head images, and you pick an image. So if we wanted to change it to Got Questions, we click OK. If the page didn't decide to close and crash, that was a bug there. If that happens, you just log back in and do the change again. So we're going to go back to MBA, to Template Variables, to choose an image, to Homepage Rotator, and we're going to change it to this here. So now that we've selected it, you can see that it's gone into here. Now to make any changes to the page, you can't just leave the page, you've got to click this Save button here. So if we save now, you'll notice if we refresh the page that icon has changed. So I'm going to change this back to this, and then save again. And this has gone back to Birmingham picture, which is nice. And you'll notice that this is all nicely cropped and filled in all automatically. Now there is actually a quicker way to edit resources than what I've just done here, and that is if you actually right click on one of these. So if we right click on MBA, there is a quick edit resource here, quick update resource. So you can quickly go in, make some changes and save without it needing to reload the whole page. It's just a nice quicker way. The other thing to always make sure is that you see this here, you've got published here, you've also got it, if we closed this and went to document, you've also got published here. A page doesn't appear on the website if it's published. So if you wanted a page to be there that you're working on, then you just make sure you don't publish it. Likewise, if you didn't want any pages to appear in the main navigation, but you wanted them to be able to be viewed on the site somehow, maybe by linking to them from another page or another resource, then you just tick to hide from menus, and then that will literally do what you want it to do. I'm going to show you now how to add an image to a page, and I've got a little test image on the desktop here that we're going to test this with. So if you want to add an image, let's say we wanted to add it at the bottom, we get our cursor to the place we want to add it, so we're going to add it to the bottom, and you click on this Insert Edit Image button. Now what this does is it brings up almost like a little window for you to be able to edit, select the image, select the appearance and stuff. All you do in here is in this image URL field, you click on this little browser button. Now here are the files that are on the server. You've got to be extremely careful here because you don't want to move stuff around, otherwise it will break the website. We've given you an admin level account for this so that you're always unrestricted. Basically, just click on images. And these are images that have been uploaded already. Once you're in here, you can either pick one that's already there and it'll add it into the page, or you can click this button here which uploads the file, which allows you to upload a new image. So we're going to click on this, and then we're going to click on Add, and we're going to go to Desktop, and now I want to select this test image that I've created and open it. This is now queued for upload, and you can select more if you wanted to, but I'm going to click Upload to upload this file. Once it's uploaded, it's in the bank there, and we can always use this to embed on a page. So if we clicked OK now, you can see we've now got this image to use. It's always good to put in an image title and image description. Good to do it for something that relates to the image for accessibility and that people might search for to find the image. So we're going to call it test image squiggle. You can customize the dimensions of the image, but it's best not to do that here. So if we insert this now, you've got an image. So if we were to save and then click on this, we've got an image. Now I'm going to show you how to create links. So what happens if you want to have a link on this page that goes to somewhere else in the website? Well, that's quite easy. You see how each of these records has a number next to it. Firstly, you need to know the number of the record you want to link to, and you select either the text or the image that you want to link to, and you click on this insert link button. And now this will open up a pop-up that's similar to what you saw with the add an update image, but instead you've got a link URL. So if you wanted to link to a file, you could click on browse, select the file and link to it. We don't. So if you had a prospectus, for example, that you've uploaded, that's a way of doing that. You could type in a URL, making sure you include http:// and you could link to Google, for example. We're not going to do that. We're going to link to the AAT page. So to do that, you go open square bracket, open square bracket. You then create this tilde sign. Now this tilde sign can be found to the left of the enter key. It's above the hash symbol. And then you type in the number of the page. So you type in page 19 if you wanted to link to extended diploma. We want to link to AAT, so we're going to type in number 13. Then you close square bracket, close square bracket. And now we insert and save. And now if we refresh the page, this is now a link, and if we click on it, it takes us to AAT. Now, one thing that's important to consider is when we uploaded this image, it was already this width and height. You need to make sure that the image you uploaded are already resized for web. So if you'd had an image that was taken straight from a digital camera that's say 2000 pixels wide, it wouldn't be appropriate to just upload that straight away. You'd want to resize it, and I think the width of this is about 600 or 700 pixels wide. So make sure that all images you upload are at that or smaller. Now if you don't know what to do in order to upload and resize images, I'm not going to cover that here, but what I am going to do is to cover some software that you can use. There's one called GIMP, so if you do a Google search for GIMP, this is software that you can use to resize images for web. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube how to use this. Another one is paint.net, which is this one here, and this is another easy to use image resizing program. So just remember, resize the images to be about 600, 700 pixels wide. I think that's the right sort of size to use.